Lesson 52, 126, 127. This is going to be a lot of talking and a lot of theory for a moment, but I'm hoping to make good sense of this for you. So, we know the C major scale, the G major scale, and the F major scale. Those are major scales. Now we're going to learn what's called a minor scale. Every major key and scale has a relative minor key and scale that has the exact same key signature. Now, the relative minor begins on the sixth tone or the sixth scale step of the major. But I want you to understand what's going on here. So there's a couple different kind of major or minor scales. There's natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. You're going to learn two today, the natural minor and the harmonic minor. But in order to understand what's going on, I want you to understand the major scale of the minor first. So let's follow our concept of two tetrachords, whole, whole, half, then up a whole step, and then whole, whole, half again. So we know that whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. That's the C. G, whole, whole, half. Go up a whole step. And then go whole, whole, half. That's the G. We know F. We just did that. Let's learn A real quick. From A, whole step, half step. That's first tetrachord. Then go up a whole step and build our second tetrachord. So from here, we're going to go whole step, look, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. How many black notes am I holding down? 3. C sharp, F sharp, G sharp. What scale steps are they? 3rd, 6th, 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, or 8. 1 is what I use in default. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the sharps, 3, 6, 7 for A. C sharp, F sharp, G sharp. Just remember that. So, here is our C major scale. And it said the minor scale, the relative minor key and scale, is the same notes because it's the same key signature, but starting on the 6th scale step. Well, what's the 6th scale step of C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th scale step is A. We just figured out the A major scale has C sharp, F sharp, G sharp. But what I'm saying is that the A minor scale is the same key signature as C. And C major is no sharps, no flats. So what that means is the A minor scale is no sharps, no flats. I could have given that to you at the very beginning. But the natural minor, if you want to take it as a derivative of the major, is flat 3, flat 6, flat 7. So let's look at what I'm talking about. we know A major. If we flat the third scale step is C sharp. 1, 2, 3. That becomes C natural. Still use the fourth scale step. Still use the fifth. The sixth scale step is F sharp in A major, so we flat the sixth. Now, you're not going to write F flat because F flat is this one. But remember, a sharp raises, a flat lowers. So if you have a sharp and you want to lower it, you have to put a natural. So to flat the sixth scale step, or the third, or the seventh of A, where you have C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, you're going to play C natural, F natural, G natural. So that is your A natural minor scale. It is called the natural minor because it's following the natural key signature found in the relative major. So they don't explain it to you that way in this book, but this is how it makes the most sense to me, is that there's two ways to think of it. It's the same notes as your relative major, but you're also getting there by flatting the third, flatting the sixth, and flatting the seventh. So 1, 2, flat, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. And that is all the white notes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So, it says because the keys of C major and A minor have the same key signature, no sharps and no flats, they are relatives. The minor scale shown above is called the natural minor scale. It uses only notes that are found in the relative major scale. So, now we get to talk about the harmonic minor scale. The most frequently used minor scale is the harmonic minor. This scale is the seventh tone is raised when you're ascending, going up, and descending, going down. The raised seventh in the key signature of A minor is G sharp. It is not included in the key signature, but is written in as an accidental sharp each time it occurs. So if you look at the harmonic minor scale, it has a G sharp in it, but everything else is regular white notes. And because of this, it has a kind of a spooky sound. But how did we get there? Well, according to the book, it's just a raised 7. But another way to think of that is that from the A major, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A, you have a flat 3, flat 6, but not a flat 7. So the harmonic minor is flat 3, flat 6. Does that make sense? I hope so, because I can't hear you answer. But if you just think of the A natural minor, raise the 7, you get a harmonic minor. They sound a little different. That's natural. Here's harmonic. So that's the theory behind them. Now, look at Jericho on 127. You have the key signature of C major, but it's starting and ending on A's. So that's going to tell you, we are in the relative minor key signature of A minor with no sharps and no flats. Play line 1, play line 2. There's a repeat. This is the first ending at the end of line 1, or line 2 with a 1 in the bracket. Go back to the beginning, play line 1, play half of line 2 to where the bracket for the first ending starts, and then you go down to the third line for the second ending. Play that all the way to the end. There's a double bar line. All right, so practice it. Take a look at that second ending. You have hands being separate, but it's the same thing as the first ending. So look at that first ending. You have that's the first ending. Here's the first ending. Here's the second ending. I didn't do the last measure because it's these two measures are this measure broken up and elongated. These are half notes in the right. And your left hand is kind of doing a call and response. Rest. So practice it, play it. There are syncopated notes in measure 2, 3, 4, 6. So take a look at that. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right. 1, 2, 3 and. Take a look at 126 here. And 127. Thank you.